Hello. Okay. So this is just a video of um, battles that I had both in two finals against James LurganRocket, as you all know, and that small Dutch battler ThoTechtical. They were both from the same team, which is on the right hand side of the screen. So Primate, Mew, Quagsire, Frostlass, Crustle, and Mandibuzz. Um, The only thing about the team that really leaves a lot to the mind is the Mew moveset, obviously, because, sorry, the moveset. It can be very versatile, so it's just finding out what that is if the Mew's going to be prevalent in their team and trying to work around it. Obviously, for Vortex, Surf, and Wild Charge was a big gain that most people were using for the bait potential, and then the Wild Charge nuke. But as James pointed out, and we will find out, his Mew did have Dragon Claw. He explained some of the matchups he got with that, Mandy Buzz, etc. Um, that's something that he's went and found out himself, so he's looked. PvP book, as you all go, it will only give the recommended movesets. It's not always the best, and it can win more matchups with the recommended, but it might not win the matchups that your team needs coverage about. So it's always good and important to actually look at that. So the team I'm running is on the right. Primeape, Shadow Hypno, Quagsire, Lapras, Shadow Dragonair, and Mandibuzz as well. Um, Going into this, obviously I'm going to start with the battles against ThoTechtical, but against James we both knew that each other's Mandibuzz had Air Slash as a fast move. I think basically has the same sort of reason as me that the matchups against Frostlass, etc., Mandibuzz is still going to lose them, but you're still going to get the required moves out. The chip damage against Swilus that can flip that matchup, and of course um, Primeape who get fast move damage to take that down. Yeah, me and James both knew the movesets of Mandibuzz because he screen hacked me whenever I was battling one day. I know, rude. And also that he sort of shouted out his moveset once before, so we knew that. So we're going to start with the battles against ThoTechtical. So one of the things you're going to see a lot here of, I would go as far to say 4 out of 6 battles maybe, is a Shadow Dragonair lead. Um, I'll discuss that as we're playing. So we'll play the first video. So this is the first game against two. So Shadow Dragonair into a Primeape. So this is actually one of the not so good matchups for Shadow Dragonair. Shadow Dragonair is an absolute machine. So okay, bit of lag there, but nothing else happens. It can kind of take a hit because obviously a good Dragonair is going to be high level 30 at 39. Um, the Dragon Breath damage absolutely chunks everything, and Aqua Tail hits everything really hard. So Shadow Dragonair against this team here, it can, in certain plays and situations, beat everything in the lead. Obviously, one of the big ones there you look at is Frostlass, and you sort of think, what? But Frostlass is just ice, you know. Like, pretty sure this Aqua Tail gets shielded here anyway, but um, Shadow Dragonair is absolutely just huge damage off that Dragon Breath, which starts. Mew, depending on the move set, if it's run something random, is one of the matchups that Shadow Dragonair doesn't love. It's basically just down to Shadow Claw damage, and it catches up a lot. So Shadow Dragonair went down there, and Lapras, I will never shield the first move on Lapras. It's a tank, and it's just going to eat it. So go here. Lapras versus Frostlass is a very good matchup for Lapras, just because of the resistance and the tankiness from that. But obviously Shadow Balls are going to hurt everything. So far away with the Ice Charge just doing damage, and at this point, looking at this team, um, Lapras could do a bit of work to Mandibuzz, but I have Quagsire. The Mandibuzz comes in, so right now we're in a one shield matchup against Mandibuzz, where I have um, a one mod shot head start. So this is a guaranteed win for me, basically, unless somehow a lot of extra air slashes go in or I mess this up. So the most important thing here is Frostlass left without anywhere near enough damage for an avalanche, so I don't need to worry about it throwing a charge move when it comes back out. I just need to hope that mud shots are enough to finish it off and farm it the whole way down. Mandibuzz obviously needs to shield the Stone Age or else it'll KO, and I need to shield the next charge move because of the Mandibus. So you can see the damage adding up from Air Slash. It's the same with a lot of these matchups. The Snarl's great for energy generation, but it doesn't do the damage that you would get off Air Slash for a lot of these matchups. So play this out, get the Stone Edge, and it was really important to do it as quick as possible. Something else to keep the eye on the whole time is the switch clock. So I think whenever that Stone Edge hit, there was 2 seconds left in the switch clock. So this is then again the bit. Mud shots down. Frostlass is dead. Happy days. So game one versus ThoTechtical goes my way. Okay. So once again, I was saying about picking teams. So my Shadow Dragonair against this team in the lead is very good. To me, it was an obvious choice as a lead. The only two things I would consider leading are Shadow Dragonair and Primeape, maybe depending on usage, Lapras, but Primeape as well is going to have a matchup against everything here, even the Mandibuzz obviously, because as we've seen, plenty of close combats do happen. So game two against Tho, do actually lead in the Primeape. Didn't use it game one, but we get the matchup versus Frostlass, which is kind of a matchup that Frostlass really doesn't mind losing. It can eat a Night Slash, and Primeape's left with nothing. So what I did there whenever I was countering as well, whenever I got to the Night Slash, I go one extra counter, and the reason for that is firing straight away on the Night Slash leaves it very open for them to switch in their own Primeape or with the Mandibuzz to catch that Night Slash. So one extra counter sort of gives you that headspace to know that that's not going to come in. So get the second Night Slash and just fire it straight away. And I think this goes shielded. Yep. Which case this is Frostlass can force 2-to-1 shield matchup, or I can let the Primeape die. So at this point, after Tho lost game one, I wasn't really expecting to run the same team again. Yep, so the Primeape comes out. So the play here, if I switch straight in to Dragonair, whatever Tho's got in the back here, he's probably going to switch out anyway, and then I'm going to come around full circle. I'm going to end up with a Lapras against a Primeape. So play it out and hit a Surf, farm it down a little bit. This move, I let go. I can survive a Night Slash, and of course, a close combat's going to be worse for him because Dragonair is going to get easy energy. So the Mandibuzz comes out. So I make a mistake in this match to actually lose it. Yeah, you're probably going to see that recurring a lot. I think game three as well. So shield comes up. Dragonair's sort of key here because Lapras low enough health. I'm running Wrap over Dragon Pulse on my Dragonair, sorry. And mostly that's just for a tiny little bit of extra damage because Dragon Pulse, if you get a situation to fire it like I did there, and it normally goes shielded. So shields the Aqua Tail. This Wrap, if it goes through, would be huge, but obviously top level players know to shield that. Get the extra farm. So here's the mistake. And I'm just going to get, if I can pause it as well. So I'm going to go back and show, nope, back a little bit further. There. Okay, here. So one thing I wasn't watching here that I should have been watching is the switch clock on Lapras, because I lost complete track of it. So if we look at the switch clock, it's heading towards 10 seconds maybe. So we should be counting down now the switch clock of when I know that they can switch again. If that play goes through, it dies. I fire Ice Shard, I fire Ice Shard, then I fire another one. At that point, noting the switch timer and the energy that Mandibuzz was on, I could stop tapping, let another Air Slash go through, if it is, and then hit the Surf to KO the Primeape if it gets switched in, which would go through before the counter. And then the Ice Shard can just kill the Mandibuzz after. So that was game two, which, yeah, we lost that. So game three versus Tho is a little better. So Dragonair lead again, Primeape lead comes back. So once again, this matchup goes as it did last time. Play it out, always build up extra. shield the Night Slash, which actually I found out after from James after this cup was finished that could have actually been an Ice Punch, which wouldn't have been good for Dragonair. Okay, so the Aqua Tail goes through once again. I have the chance to take it to 2-1 or that, so I quickly swap in my Mandibuzz and catch a Night Slash, which at this point I am feeling very good about this match. Catch the Night Slash, and he brings in his own Mandibuzz. I apologize for this matchup. I wish I compiled a list of facts or something that I could tell you during this matchup because it's just going to go on for a bit. It's a lot of air slashes and a lot of airlaces, which are both awful damage moves. But yeah, so this is the way to play this site. Just keep firing air slashes, fire airlaces, and let them make the move. So at this point with my backline, I'm very happy enough to let my Mandibuzz go down. They sneak in an extra air slash. It's fine. At this point, what I'm thinking again, if it's the same lineup that they're running, so I'm expecting a Frostlass in the back, which means my Quagsire with any amount of energy on it is going to be really good here. I'm also going to assume that maybe the Primeape gets switched out because they're thinking the same thing of what if they have Lapras in the back again? Yeah. So we get another one. Fire the earliest. Miss Bubbles because flying animation sucks. Would that have helped? Would have done extra damage, yeah, probably. So as soon as that Primeape came in, switching the Dragonair straight away because one turn fast moves just take priority over everything. Okay, first bit of play here, let the Dragonair die. If it's Frostlass in the back, I need the shield. Bring out my own Mandibuzz, have a little Air Slashathon, done. And then bring in Quagsire, get extra energy, and it's going to be Frostlass in the back, and everyone's happy. Charge move comes through, which is fine. Foul play, earliest can eat whatever. Get the color extra energy, switch Clock Shape up about now, so get the energy. Then the kicker comes in. It's a Quagsire. Okay, so mistake number one here, going Earthquake. This is sort of a situation where he needs to shield that first move. He'll go through. So if I go Stone Age, I get shielded. Matchup's over. The energy lead in Earthquake is enough. So shield this because it's going to be an Earthquake as well. Mistake number two. Extra Mud Shot comes through, which is fine. We're out of sync. I will catch that Mud Shot up eventually, but when I catch that up, will be, as we can see, just one shot too late. Right there. That would take us to the Stone Age, and that is GG's. Okay, so that's the games against two. Mew didn't appear, so the Mew set is unknown. I think it was Wild Charge and Surf though, as it is recommended. Okay, so against James, it's something similar where the teams that I'm going to use, it's going to consist of Shadow Dragonair, and it's probably going to consist of Primeape, Lapras, and Quagsire, Mandibuzz, but Hypno is just lack and play here with Crustle, Mandibuzz, Frostlass, and Mew. My Hypno actually was Shadow Ball and Ice Punch, which for me was just a better moveset for this cup. Okay, so game one versus James. We'll probably see the Dragonair game one, I think it is. Yep. Okay, Shadow Dragonair and the Mandibuzz. Leave I've seen a few times. It's not the worst matchup. Not to say it's incredible, but it's not the worst. Yeah, so once again, farm up, get that Dragon Breath damage because it's huge. Switch out, try to catch a move, bring in Mandibuzz, which was part of what I wanted in this match to hopefully get the Crustle out, which we do. Because if the Crustle's gone, my Lapras can do very well against the rest of the team if there's no Primeape, which running Crustle, Primeape, and Mandibuzz would be quite a disformatted team. So play there, go for the foul play. James, as smart as he is, farms up as much as he can. Let the Mandibuzz go. It's done its work at this stage. Got its chip damage. That's all it needed. Shadow Dragonair comes out. No need to farm any extra there. Smackdown damage wouldn't be worth taking. So we'll fire the Aqua Tail straight away. And then the Mandibuzz comes back out. Go straight for Aqua Tail, fire it. At this point in the back, I'm thinking maybe there's a Frostlass. Maybe there's a Quagsire. One of the two. Either way, Lapras has a pretty okay matchup against both of them, and especially an okay matchup if it gets Energy Lead. So Lapras comes in, and the Quagsire comes out. So this is a winning matchup for Lapras. One extra mud shot for the Quagsire. So the play here is just keep firing Surfs because they're going to be shielded. Don't need to build any extra energy or anything. Just fire Surfs, hit Ice Shards. I think it's 4 Surfs total I'm needing here in this 2-shield matchup to actually KO. Build up extra. Lapras and run Ice Beam as well because I just couldn't see the worth of Skull Bash in this cup for getting to it. Ice Beam caught a few Mandibuzzes off guard, which was great. Fire that. Fire next Surf. And then we have lag. So this lag lasts for, I think it was 10 or 11 seconds total. Which, fine, goes through, it doesn't do anything. The only thing it does affect is the switch clock. So the switch clock wasn't up for that second, well, it wouldn't have been up for that second surf, but it is now, but it's fine, we play with it. And at this point, Mandibuzz comes back out and has to throw the energy. And of course, Quagsire has a Stone Age in the back, so it's going to win CMP versus Lapras. My only other play there was, obviously, aside from the switch clock not running up, was the same with the Lapras. Eat whatever move, and Dragonair will Dragon Breath down that Quagsire and eat the Mud Shots, no problem. But that's game 1 goes to James. Stone Age, bow, hurts. Quagsire's such a good Pokemon the last few months. Okay, game 2. I actually can't remember how this one went. Shadow Dragonair lead again, Mandibuzz. Same leads this time. The only thing for me is I went with Primeape instead of Lapras, and that was just maybe he'll bring the Crystal again. But as I'll find out by the end, Crystal was a one-trick pony for James for this match, and it had a very good trick at that. So 8 the foul play this time. Keep the shields. Go for the wrap. We also let a air slash slip through there, which was dumb. And then just power the whole way back up to an Aqua Tail. And that was really for me why wrap was a much better choice than Dragon Pulse. Just unexpected, and it gets that extra bit of damage that does this. But as it turned out, winning this lead was actually bad for me. Because now I'm left with 2 things the Frostlass beats. Which is fine. So I think if I was going to play this differently, I would probably have went in with Primeape here. And just went for the Night Slashes. Take the shields, but can't play that any differently now. Let's go straight foul plays on Frostlass. At this point, I'm still expecting Quagsire, Crustle, or even another Primeape in the back. So this was the play that I'd like to make. This, we got CMP, so I know I'm going to get foul play through, so a shield. And then straight swap. Sorry, after the foul play goes through. And then straight away switch out the Primeape, and the reason I'm switching out straight away is to stop Frostlass getting any extra energy. So both shields are down, Primeape's coming out. For me, I think it's going great, right? Avalanche comes through, and then the Mew comes out. So Night Slash does not KO a Mew. Two Night Slashes would, but unless Mew is running Overheat and Blizzard, then we're not going to get that far. This is actually, after this is, I actually laughed, turned around, looked at James and said, this is when you should be running Snarl, which, I'll see how close we get here. 3, 4. Snarl probably would have KO'd that and give us energy to KO the Frostlass. But that's game 2, done and dusted, and James is the winner from there. Okay, so game 3, I finally grew a set of cojones and led the Lapras correctly into the Mandibuzz, which is just beautiful. Quick swap into the Mew, which I'll let it build up energy. I know it has Wild Charge, but that's all I know so far. Fire Surf, there's just no point racing a switch right there when it's going to come back into Mandibuzz eventually. A little more Ice Charge just for damage, and then switch into Quagsire, hoping to catch a Wild Charge, which I didn't. Quagsire and most Mud Boys in this cup were generally a good switch into Mew because surf damage to them does hurt, but it's not going to be overly detrimental. So Quagsire, just the object here is just go straight Stone Edge. I actually joked with James when he was firing that first move, and I no shielded. Please don't be Grass Knot, otherwise this match was over just before it started. So go for the Stone Edge. Try the Undercharge just in case it doesn't go shielded, and I could farm maybe 1 or 2. I go again. And Quagsire can just go. But it survives. And James takes the extra energy. Lapras comes back out. And this is one of the times where Ice Beam does big favors. So fire the Ice Beam. Doesn't get shielded. Mandibuzz is hurt. So right now my aim here is a 2 shield Shadow Dragoner. 2 shield Shadow Dragoner is going to do a lot of work to this team, no matter what's in the back. That's how I want to keep it. For the Surf, which goes shielded, I believe. Yep. Which then has me starting to think, what is in the back that is so terrified of Lapras? But anything that's terrified of Lapras here is going to be terrified of Dragonair as well. So we can get the farm down here. But James doesn't allow that. Switch out to Frostlass. So Mew has a charge move ready. So the play for him here is to charge up to 2 Avalanche and be able to fire off 2 Avalanche. If you can't fire off 2 Avalanche, the game's over. So just short of 2, so there's no point firing anything. Mew has a charge move. So Mew will come in, eat 1 Dragon Breath, and then have its charge move, which that's what's seen as Dragon Claw, which would certainly KO Dragonair. Fires it off, then dies, and Mandibuzz comes back in with no energy, no HP, no dreams, and goes down. And that is how James and ThoTechtical both managed to beat me with the same team. Obviously, both spend a lot of time playing against James, and the way he plays, I can sort of work my team differently around that. So there's more Lapras usage against James because of the way he played, especially in game 2 when he brought out his Mew and used Mew had play with me against me because I had Dragon Claw. Obviously I was able to adjust in game 3 for that and change to Lapras again, but too late. Hypno, sorry, didn't get to see the lovely Shadow Confusions chunk. It just had no play against this team at all, really, apart from that Primeape, which even still has got Night Slash. So hopefully this is in some way useful for you, and just, I don't know, any little bits of thoughts, even just down to team picking, like we said, of just moves like using Air Slash and Mandibuzz, or having Wrap on Dragonair, Ice Beam, Lapras, just things like that that are different. Hopefully you can look into stuff like that and help build your own teams and stuff around that. And yeah, I'll catch you soon.